The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
Easy. Yellow. Come back. 15.
Right to the air is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
43.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And Stroud now to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The throwing again is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And
stop!
With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
He's got him in, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs, 71 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
No.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, it's cutting them to shreds.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again.
Thank you.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Patrick going to change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Off to the races.
Missed.
He will not go down. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Oh, that's no right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Mahomes to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Stroud to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hey.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. He may go.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31.
Here's Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, it's Stroud.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Mixon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they finally break through on 3rd and goal?
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mahomes now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes to throw once more. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I don't need to. I don't need to.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
15.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And Stroud now to throw. Powering his way forward. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll let this go deep for Collins. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hey, 57, 57.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Gets past one man. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught. Ooh, with a juke. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Yellow.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, color.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Stroud to throw it. Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Stroud. Going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Texans 59, Chiefs 41.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Easy.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come back. Right. 15. Yellow. Right side.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
57. Attack. Right side.
Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration to body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Right.
Now here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
23 yards the pickup there. And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing. Stroud looking to throw. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Pacheco once again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8.
43!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Pushing his way through. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 55 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
Attack! 15!
They'll look to throw. And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He got 29 yards that time. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 8 yards out. And the Texans are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Right side.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have opened up a 4-touch.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Yellow.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans,